Guys like to be out here to be heavy, and that's all good. But in my opinion, I'd rather be 90% as heavy, but in a position to take advantage of this guy's weight. You know, I like to always advance positions and wear guys out, and then once they're wore out, then they kind of give you the tap versus just looking for the tap, looking for the tap. I just see guys get flustered down here, and they just want to get out, and they're going to give you an armbar and show. So that's how I feel about side control. So we're under the head. I've got my pummel here. I've got my gable grip. I pull him in a little. I want my knee up by his head, by my elbow here. I want my other knee on his hip with my feet in. I don't like being way back here because I feel this when guys do this. So I'm going to replace when they do this. I'll get underneath or I'll step over and find it. And so if guys ever want to get on their side from here, I want to be in a position to immediately go knee on belly to try to get to mount. So what we're going to look at first is the two ways to mount. So the first one is simple. Here, cupping the elbow, shoulder pressure, right? I did mention that Monday. So I got my shoulder adjusters. I got my shoulder adjusters here. I'm walking his arm out of the way. My little simple machine here, my gears. And then when I go knee on belly, I'm not really knee on belly. I'm knee across his chest. Because when I swing over, I don't want to get caught in his half guard. So I'm here, crawling out of the way, knee here. And I even put my head on the mat to just base. Because sometimes, look, if this guy lifts his legs up, I'll push him back down and I'll get that resistance going until I can sneak over and get through. Okay, once I'm here, I'm looking for double unders because a lot of times this guy will replace on this backside and then he'll move to go to my back. So he'll push me in a half guard with that free arm there and then he'll hip escape trying to go to my back. So I immediately try to get under double unders here. Okay? So again, we're here, boom, cupping, shoulder of justice, crawl, 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 knee across belly. When I'm ready to go out, right back in, looking for the double unders, knees wide, heels together. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and give that a shot. Elbow, switch my base under. My back knee is up so he can't sweep me backwards. My leg's under his shoulder, so I'm blocking this shoulder, he's kind of locked. And then as I lift, I'm replacing with my knee where it needs to be. His arm is trapped on my thigh, and now I'm here, okay? So, try to work from this position here. Now, cupping, moving, that was the last one. Now, if I can't see him, this guy's stronger, I can't get his arm out of the way, it's just not working. I'm gonna circle, loop this elbow around the head, here, and I'm gonna dive this hand through. I want my elbow on the mat. I gotta plant and be heavy so he can't move, right? No space. If he's here, he's gonna get back under. I need to be down. Now this hand's gonna block his hips. And I'm blocking his ability to hip escape on either side. Okay, now again, like I just made that move to get under his near side arm here. When I switch my base, I wanna get under that arm again. Here. And now I'm backing up, keeping my head low. Again, my knee is up, because if I'm flat and this guy's big and strong, he's gonna bridge over the top of me. So I gotta keep my head low and this knee up, pushing anyone, putting weight on him. Now, once I back up and hip escape, all he sees is my back. He doesn't see anything that's going on here. So I'm gonna grab the inside of my foot here, pull it to me, guide it over. Once it's over, you can grab, pull yourself through. If you can, try to keep that arm trapped underneath and start tying him up and start attacking him. Okay? Here, I need to get under his arm, boom, boom. I circle around because I can't seem to get his frame out of the way. I'm darting through to the mat, blocking, switching my base, hip escape, staying low and heavy with backing up, inside my foot, dragging over, boom, pulling myself up, staying around the arm, if you can. All right, all right, guys, let's do it. So I kind of block here. The other thing is, when I'm going here, I let this guy off it because I want to tax him, catch me. As soon as he catches me, right here, boom, boom, right? Side control, and I'll do it again, and again, and again. That's what I mean, taxing. And that guy's just like, I just want to get the hell out of here. All right, so move the attacks. So now, simplest attack. This guy's tired. Again, position forward submission. You hear it a million times. You've heard it a million times. Okay. Now, when I feel he's tired, he can't go anywhere. He's done bridging. He's like, okay, I guess I just lost position. I'm going to circle my arm around the head. Pinch his head in between my knee and my elbow. Now I'm going to attack this frame without posturing up. I'm going to lean forward to kind of expose it. This top hand's going to circle my head, drive it to the mat. Now that my other hand's already there, I've got it locked up. To finish the Kimura, look up here. This is fool's gold, chasing up here. The minute you start getting up here and extended, he's going to replace it. He's going to turn his hips over and find your foot and pull it in there, in this half guard here. Okay? So don't chase that too high. You got to pull it down below. And you know, the more you pull it down on the wrist, up on the elbow. He feels tight, so So the Americana here. So again, attacking the frame, I circle around, pinch, Lock it up. Again, if the guys don't want to tap like Phil, right? For whatever reason, he's got loose shoulders. Keep pulling it in towards his belly button until he taps, keeping the wrist down and lifting. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and do it. Ready? Americana, he defends by extending his arm out. Look, I'm just following out. I'm not getting too far extended, but my arm is following it out. I need to have my thumb attached because I need to rotate his thumb up. My hand, it's easier to see with no gi, my hand's right where my elbow bends. Okay? And look, I know I have long monkey arms, but to find the angle, whenever I pull my elbow back, I generally seem to be in a position where I can get him to tap. So between having my forearm parallel to his and my hand here and pulling my elbow back to his body, I generally get it as long as it's rotated here. And I just pop up, I'm just popping up while holding the wrist in against his bone and keep his arm locked up here. I'm going to attack the Kimura. So look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my base, and this arm I'm going to start blocking under his shoulder. Because when I switch my base, I'm going to open up a little. And I want to be heavy. I don't want to be too high. If I'm up here, he's going to bridge me off. So when I make that switch, here, I want to kind of move down his body and get heavy. Now I'm looking for his wrist. When I find his wrist, I'm driving my elbow to the mat. And look, a lot of times you're going to be like, I can't do it. I can't get my hand together. You got to get his bend in his elbow to make that 90-degree work. And now that I'm here, I'm going to switch back towards his head, step over, lift. Your foot should be about 8 inches, 6 to 8 inches on his back, pinching. Okay? And the reason why I'm here, like this is, you can go down. We have an intermediate series where this knee is down, but I like to keep it up because if I can't finish or if he gets a hold of his gi or whatever else, I can always spin to the armbar, which we're working on next. Okay? So I'm here. Now look, I should have mentioned this in gi, but if he does grab whatever, I'm not trying to just rip and strength him out. I'm going to move towards his weakness. So his fingers he can effectively hold this direction, but if I move it this way, he can't. So I'm breaking away towards my grip, and then I'm finishing behind. Okay, when I finish behind, I'm rotating the shoulder and the wrist. I'm not just pushing the wrist back. Pulling here too, okay? So from here, I answer the phone, trap, switch my base down, find the wrist, drive it to the mat, get my Kimura grip, switch my base, step over the head, position my foot, pinch, finish. If he's grabbing, break away. First off, this is why this Kimura trap is so effective. Go ahead and sit up. Go, like take off, leave. Whatever. Even if I lose that position, it doesn't matter. As long as I have this grip, I'm going to armbar him, I'm going to triangle, I'm going to take his back, it just doesn't matter.
But before the purpose of the Kimura, I need to have that in. If I actually want to perform the Kimura, I have to keep that knee placement there, right?
Sorry. Maybe.
It just doesn't matter.
Look, even if he shoots that arm through, like right there, like now,
yeah,
right? Instead of switching my base, because sometimes this is awkward. Try to open up and find it if you're not used to this. Instead, I'm just here, I'm sliding my forearm and making him look away. So it's difficult, and I'm cupping the shoulder now. Now I'm switching my base and lifting. And now I'm just stepping to the same spot, rotating 180, boom. I need his shoulder to land on top of my foot. That disallows him from turning into me. If I'm wide and way back here, he can get his elbow to the mat and start escaping. Okay? So I want my foot to land under his shoulder so he can't completely turn into me. My knees are tight. I don't need to grab. I just fall back and I hit the arm bar. Again, answer the phone here. Once he defends the other two, I'm pulling his face away so he can't look. Cupping, switching my base, extending out. Lift, step, spin, knees together. Fall close to his body, not too far away. Finish. All right?